Hi, friends. This is Vikrant Joshi, and I'm here to give you some updates on the latest political happenings in Mumbai, Maharashtra. To begin with, the sad news, day before, our very own jewel of India and Bharat Ratna, Latadidi, passed away. And when we all were mourning from Sunday, Monday, obviously, Monday was a holiday. This controversy of Shahrukh Khan cropped up, and I thought I should put some light on it, and I should put forth my views on it, in fact. And I did so. So yesterday, on the whole thing, I saw the video, and when I saw that, when I saw the video, it was very evident that SRK wasn't spitting. And I put this on my social media, on my Twitter, and being a Joshi, and they all think that I'm a hardcore BJP supporter, and I'll write anything against BJP will not be tolerated. But that's not the case, my friends. Being a journalist, we have to be non-biased, is what I have learned, and this can be proven from my track record and from when BJP was in power in Maharashtra. I was writing articles against them, blogging against them, me, my father. Anyways, to cut the matter, long matter short, I happened to see the video and I put it, and those all the right wingers, the BJP guys, tore my tweet apart. They literally were trolling me and calling me names and chai biscuit wala patrakar. It doesn't. You all, those who all know me that I care two hoots about what people think about me. But the matter of fact is that yes, Shah Rukh Khan did not spit. It is a tradition in Muslims, whosoever don't know. Like when they read their prayers, just as a matter that the pak karne ke liye, they just fook maro fire on the person. And in this case, when Shahrukh was doing that, he read his prayers and he just lowered his mask and fook mara. Now, many people thought it was spitting. I obviously called up some of my Muslim friends. Hey, what is this? It wasn't an issue at all because everyone was into Latadidi's thing. And achanak se social media started trending. Shahrukh Khan ne ye kiya, Shahrukh Khan ne wo kiya. I'm like, boss, I need to see the video first. Video dekha, saw it very clearly that he's just lowered his mask for a second and it's fook mara. And that's their way of their duas reaching the person. So those who don't know, I just gave an example I was doing a Marathi blog earlier that if you guys have seen that My Name is Khan, in that Shahrukh is autistic and Kajol, he's a Muslim obviously, and Kajol is playing the Hindu character, and Kajol has a son from previous marriage. And Shahrukh Khan, Kajol falls in love with Shahrukh, and obviously they get married, and in the same house. And Shahrukh Khan is reading namaz, and namaz ke baad, as soon as there's one scene in this movie that whenever he finishes that namaz, he comes to that boy, little boy, Kajol, who Kajol is from her first marriage, and he just t-shirt ऐसा आगे करते उसके ऊपर फूक मारता है द होल उसके पूरे बॉडी पे इट्स जस्ट टू मेक हिम pious and kind of थोड़ा purity वाला हिसाब है. I don't know the exact tradition what it is, but it is he doesn't spit on his own child, or Muslims don't spit after reading their duas. It's just like dua मेरी दुआ है आपके तक पहुंचने तक. This is the way, so I'll just फूक मार दूंगा. But issue was made out of it, and it is. I mean, I'm sorry, this is not acceptable. I mean, I'm the same Vikrant Joshi who has written articles and articles about when Aryan Khan was in jail, and how Shahrukh was wrong there, that he didn't know his 22-year-old boy was taking drugs and all. But at this point, when you know, Shahrukh was going through a lot in last 4 5 months. None of his movies have worked, but altogether, then Aryan Khan case happened, and ek to that person came. Of all Khans, he and Amir Khan, obviously they came. तो वापस वो उधर से Hindu people would have started that agenda. अरे Muslim actor है जानबूझ के लता मंगेशकर is of higher caste, Hindu, Maharashtrian, they didn't come. एक तो they came and nicely he offered his prayers is all what I could see. There were no malified intentions of spirit. And tell me, a person like Shahrukh Khan's stature, those who know him or closely or those who live in Mumbai, they know him, what he's worth of. In presence of media, there's like media was hounding on near the Latadidi's where she was kept at Shivaji Park. There are VVIPs, okay? There's Prime Minister, there is Chief Minister, the Governor, all your VVIPs of this state, country are there to play, give a final respect. And Shahrukh Khan ke dimag kharab ho jayega, and all he does is like he just removes his mask and spits. I mean, is he must be utterly, matlab, he must be some 10 bottles of alcohol down to do something of that sort, which I'm sure he didn't. So let's not, just because एक controversy में फंसा है तो just drag his name and take his case. ऐसा नहीं करते. Let's like be normal citizens, not troll him, and rather that picture of his and Pooja Dadlani, his manager, Shahrukh is dua mang raha and she's joining hands. It was a beautiful picture. This is what all we want. The next generation wants, not what politicians want. Hindu alag, Muslims alag. ठीक है, थोड़ा older communities में होता है and older generations में हुआ है. Why do we carry it forward? I mean, I myself don't think it is right. Hindutva practice karo, but Indianness practice karo. Yeah, those Muslims who stay here and do Pakistani activity, I'm against them. Like terrorizing Mumbai, sleeper cells hai, I'm against them. 100% I'll talk against them. But those Muslims who are hardcore Indians, who are doing everything. See, I don't want to talk about Shahrukh Khan and uska pehle ka, because you might just argue, we know that Shahrukh Khan has done that, done. Boss, issue is Latadidi ke prayer meet pe, funeral pe, sorry, not prayer, funeral pe, did he spit or no? My view is clearly he didn't. So I'm standing by him. Let anyone troll me, let any of you guys don't like it. I don't care. No, I don't care in the sense it is not good. You can't judge a person just because he's involved in one case. Just take him. Pura isme sab badnaam karo usko. Not good. Secondly, there'll be a change in Chief Secretary of Maharashtra. Any which ways, we don't have a DGP and Chief Secretary in this Mahavikas Agadi because the current Chief Secretary he's given an additional charge. So he's acting Chief Secretary. Devashish Chakravarti retires. My money is on Manukumar Shrivastava. There is competition between three people: Manukumar Shrivastava, then there's Sujata Saunik, and her husband Manoj Saunik. But Manoj Saunik is already having two portfolios with him as additional Chief Secretary. So I think he might take a step back. That's what I had written in my last blog 3 months ago. But to everyone's surprise, MVA government bought someone else and they didn't want to change because everyone, the NCP especially, was against Manukumar Shrivastava. So, dekhte hain abhi who's, but my money is on Manukumar Shrivastava because I don't think they will supersede, because Nitin Curry's name was also coming. Dr. Nitin Curry was heading our revenue department, but I don't think he'll be getting the chief secretary because Maharashtra mein, since last 20 years, what I've seen, they don't supersede batches. कि अरे 85 batch का है तो 85 batch का ही chief secretary बनेगा. 87 batch का कोई आके होता नहीं. It doesn't work like that in Maharashtra. They follow the system. Like 85 batch, justice दो इनको. In that batch, seniority देखा जाता है. मतलब seniority है तो वो आगे पीछे कर सकते. Like 85 batch, there are 4 people who are eligible to become chief secretary. The senior most can be sidetracked and the second or third person can be selected as the chief secretary. That can happen in Maharashtra. That's okay. But my money's on this guy. And Manukumar Shrivastava. And so 80% on Manukumar Shrivastava, 20% if Mahavikas Agadi wants to make a Dalit woman chief secretary for the first time in Maharashtra, Sujata Saunik's name is at the top. Moving on, in fact, the third news is of Kirit Somaiya. Those who don't know, Kirit Somaiya is a BJP Karyakarta and BJP office bearer. He is the one who's exposing every person in this government, left, right, and center. And he was in Pune and he was attacked by Shiv Sena. So obviously his lower back got injured and he suffered a fracture in his hand. And Shiv Sena goons did that in Pune Municipal Corporation in broad daylight. Surprising is Kirit Bhai has some 22 odd people protecting him. So it's a Y plus security he has. The central government has given him. And if you guys happen to see the video or just YouTube it or just Google it, you'll be seeing that the security is there. And people just come and throng Kirit Bhai. And Kirit is being thrown, collar se pakad ke, he's been thrown from the stairs and uske lower back. Old man, yeah. Just because he's exposing your wrongdoings doesn't mean that he can do anything to anyone. This government is not giving the right kind of message. We are not Bihar as of yet, where anyone कोई भी आएगा मन में उठा के मार देगा. Tomorrow, if I'm talking or reading, writing against you guys, next person is journalist because you stop. That's the next. We people are next in line, I guess. Which has already happened. Well, they have started with the cases and also sending defamation cases. What I heard. So, but let's not. My appeal to the government would be, let's not bog down the voices. Let them talk. Let them. You answer. Na technical answer. Technically, karo. Answer them in court. File defamation cases. There are thousands of ways to counter BJP. But by sending goons and injuring people and कुछ अगर कम ज्यादा लग जाता तो Uddhav Thackeray should have. He should take matter in his hands and fire everyone now. वो किसी के भी गुंडे हो, be it शिवसेना, NCP, Congress, and CM should intervene in this. It's not a good thing, not a good message what we are sending down the line. Anyways, so that's about it. And so surprising is, in the Kirit matter, Kirit Bhai had 22 people, as I said. So out of what my information is, they at least 5 to 6 people have guns, okay? They have like that gun wale bodyguards. And none of them even thought when Kirit Bhai was getting attacked by Shiv Sena goons in Pune Municipal Corporation to एक gun निकालो और हवे में fire करो. अरे boss, if the minute gun बाहर निकलती है हवे में fire करते, people might have got scared. No, Kirit Bhai would have been saved by now. तो हाथ बच जाता, lower back बच जाती. But the bodyguards didn't think otherwise, and जो होना था हो गया. Anyways, this is me signing off, and we'll update you very soon on the latest happenings. Thank you.